Hey guys, it's Crystal Pearl, Presidential Diamond. This is a video that I was telling some of my team that I would be making. We did a conference call this last week, and I was sharing a little bit about my story and how I got started with It Works and some of the struggles that I really had in the beginning. And I got so many messages from you guys after that conference call saying that my story really inspired them and that they had never heard that before. So as promised, here's a little video that is going into a little bit more about what it was like for me when I first got started with the business. So first of all, when I got started, to be completely honest with you, was not planning on doing much with the business side of It Works. I was a hairstylist, and so I really saw the value in this being an add-on service with what I was already doing. So I was excited about the product for that reason. But as I started learning about what this could do and what residual income could do for you and the power of network marketing, I quickly fell in love with it, and I was excited about it. When I came into the business, we were dealing with a lot of debt. We had about $60,000 in debt racked up, between what was a little bit of Josh's student loans were left from his schooling, but mostly from my pregnancy. When I was pregnant with my twin daughters, I got put on bed rest, and so I wasn't able to work, and as luck would have it, Josh got laid off during the same time. So we had literally no income coming in, and everything we did to get ready for the twins was put on a credit card. So, the medical bills and everything that racked up really, really fast. So my first why was that I wanted to, help pay off some of this debt because we were really struggling to get by. So first struggle, this video is going to be all about struggles and overcoming your struggles. That's a struggle that I hear a lot, is I just don't have the money to do it. I didn't have the money to do it either, and I'll tell you, I took a big leap of faith. I put my business kit on a credit card, and I made the commitment that I was going to have that credit card paid off before it started racking any interest up on that purchase. So I just came into it with knowing that that was my goal and that was what I was going to do, and I hit that goal. So this business can be done on a low budget. It's all about choices. There's so many things that we do in our life every single day that aren't making us money that we waste our money on, whether it be, your Caribou coffee or smoking, or maybe getting something that's a little extra, maybe getting a glass of wine with dinner. Just get water instead. There's small choices that we can make that will really add up to help you fund the business in the beginning if this is something you want to do, and it will pay off. So money is one. Another thing, when I came in, I was painfully shy, and this was the one that I got a lot of messages about. I was so shy when I started this business, and for anybody watching that maybe went to high school with me, you can vouch for me. I was the kind of person that I just didn't really talk too much, and a lot of times that comes off, if you're a shy girl, you get this, it comes off as that you're a snob or you're snotty, but really you're not. You're really shy, and I was really insecure. I think a lot of it stems from I was bullied really bad in elementary school, and ever since then, that's kind of when my shyness, that's just when I started getting really shy. So all through high school, a super shy person. Out of high school, I went to cosmetology school. I became a hairstylist. That opened me up a little bit. I wasn't shy behind the chair, but that's because that was my niche. But other than that, again, a super shy person. And so the idea of doing a party or handing out a Blitz card to somebody, it terrified me. As a matter of fact, the first time I went out blitzing with my sponsor, Lori Humble, I don't even think she realized how scared I was, but I felt like I was going to completely throw up the whole time. And I went in and, she kind of led in front of me, and I kind of just stood behind her a little bit, and she had to pretty much push me in front and say, hey, you give them your card now. So that's a funny story that I like to talk about. But I was terrified of blitzing. I did not want to do it. I didn't want to do it. I mean, in all reality, in the beginning, the way that I built the majority of my business was on Facebook, because I could put a post out without having to physically talk to somebody. And as I went on, my confidence grew, and I realized that I didn't really need to make a connection with people and talk to people. But that's, in all reality, that's how I started with that. But yeah, super, super shy. Let's see, what else? time. I didn't have a lot of time. I had 6-month-old twin girls at home. So again, another reason why social media was a huge part of what I was doing in the beginning, because I just didn't have a lot of time. You know, I built this business and 2 hours a day during nap time, but I was really intentional with my time, and that's something that's so important for anybody that's watching this that maybe you don't have a lot of time. That's something that is the most important thing. You have to be intentional. You have to, I'm a big list maker, so I will make a list that when I'm going to be doing my power hour or power hours, I have a list that I'm just going to go through and I'm going to check things off, and it's going to help me to stay on track. So that's something that really works for me. My husband, Josh, the love of my life, love him, my rock. But in the beginning of this business, he was not on board, not even a little bit. And Josh and I were high school sweethearts. We started dating when we were 14 years old. So we've been together a really long time. And we have always just really, we haven't had a lot of struggles in our relationship, to be completely honest. I mean, it's never easy, but we've never had anything major. And I'll tell you, this business came into our lives, and it was a big struggle because he didn't see it. He didn't see what I was doing. He saw all this time that I was taking away from our family, and how I would stay up until 3 o'clock in the morning on my computer just working, learning everything I could, and it was taking away from us, and it was taking away from family time. But I knew that if I just worked this hard, if I just did it for 6 months to a year, really got a really good solid foundation, that it would change the rest of our lives. And that's what happened. During that time, a lot of what I encourage people to do, and this is a whole nother video, I'll do another one and get Josh on so we can share a little bit more of that story. But I encourage you, if you're struggling with that, just get to work. And there's no sense in arguing with them. Just show them. Once the money starts coming in, they're going to get it. They're going to understand. I'll be completely honest. Josh was not, he was supportive once the money started coming in. So I would say at the diamond level, double diamond level, he shut up at least. But he was not in this business with me. He didn't understand it until I was Presidential Diamond. So, which is, for if anybody's watching and you're not in our business yet, that's the second highest rank with the company. So it took a very long time. Like I said, that's a whole nother video, and we'll make one of those for you guys. But just get to work, and that really goes with everybody. Another struggle. None of my friends or family, for the most part, I had a couple, my grandma bought a ton of product from me. My parents bought a ton of product from me. But for the most part, when I got involved with It Works, everybody thought I was nuts. And some of my friends and family still do, and that's okay. We have friends that I've heard talking behind my back, and they'll say things here and there. They don't understand. They don't get it. They're still waiting for us to fail, so they'll keep waiting. Sorry, guys. But we're not failing. We're not going anywhere, and that's just part of it. You're going to have people that they're just, for the most part, uneducated. They don't understand what we're doing, and so in a way, you can't really blame them. All we can do is just kind of do what we do, and one day they're going to ask you about it, and that's going to be your opportunity to educate them and tell them what you're doing. So those people, a lot of times we call them haters. They're uneducated. They don't know what you have your hands on. They don't understand. So our job is just to educate them on what we're doing and why it really is a better way. So don't let those people get to you. Kind of take that energy and let it drive you to move forward. But okay, back to the shyness, the fear, because like I said, that was the main thing that I got a lot of messages about. How did I overcome that? Well, first of all, one thing I will tell you, if you want this business to work for you, you are going to have to grow as a person. So personal development is huge. And I will tell you, obviously where I'm at, Josh and I, we're blessed. We make a multiple 6-figure income with It Works. It has completely changed our family's lives. But I will tell you, one of the greatest gifts I have gotten from this business is it has made me grow into such a better person. It has helped me in my marriage. It's helped me to be a better mom. It's helped me to become more confident. It's helped me to get out of my shyness. And I am still a shy person. I'm definitely an introvert by nature. So I am a shy person, but it's helped me step outside of the box. Now it's not scary to walk up to somebody and shake their hand, or, whatever it may be. Conference calls, I'm able to do those. I'm able to get up on stage and do trainings, and I actually thrive off of it. I love it now. And I think it's because it's something I never could have seen myself doing. It's just, this has pushed me to be such a better person. It's helped my relationship with God. It's just so many different things. I've gained the best friends in the world. So personal development is huge. If you aren't doing personal development and you're struggling in this business, start doing personal development and commit to it and fall in love with it. And I guarantee that your business is going to start to change. So read books that, it doesn't even have to be about marketing. Read books about how to be a better person, how to be a stronger person, how to be a more confident person. Definitely learn about the industry. But there's so many great books out there that will help you just to be a better person. Books out there that will teach you that you don't have to do all of this crazy stuff. You just have to do little things every day, and your effort's going to compound over time to help your business to grow. So, oh gosh, there's so many of them out there that you could read. So just start asking your upline, start asking different people that you know do self-development, ask them what they're reading. If you're not a big reader, there's so many other options for you. There's so many books on audio, which are always great. But then also, I started with, because I didn't used to be a big reader, to be completely honest. Now I love it. But I started with a lot of YouTube. There's so many motivational things on YouTube. I love listening to like Jim Rohn. Les Brown is another one that I just started listening to a lot. I love him. I've done a lot of the GoPro things. They have different people on that website all the time that are sharing their testimony, and it's just some great motivation there. And then, again, just YouTube. If you just type in motivation, you'll be amazed at all the things that start coming up. So your church, a lot of churches, I follow Eagle Brook Church on Facebook quite a bit, and they have some amazing sermons, and they're usually about 37 minutes, but that's a great way. I try to do that at least once or twice a week just to get my head in the right place. So personal development, things like that are going to help you so much. So work on your personal development. And then just some other things that you can do. Fear holds us back so much, and it's something that a lot of people struggle with. And so one thing that I started doing is I just realized that, like, when I was going out blitzing, for example, nobody knows me. I know that I'm shy, but nobody else does that. So it's kind of that fake it till you make it kind of thought process behind it. I would just borrow different people's confidence. So I would go in and I would just think in my head, like I said, Lori Humble, she's my sponsor. What would Lori do if she was here blitzing? How can I take some of Lori's excitement and confidence and kind of make it my own? And I just realized that nobody knows that I'm a shy person, so I would just take that confidence and I would fake it. And that would come with, handing out the Blitz card or getting up on stage, doing a training, whatever it may be, doing a conference call. Little things like that are what help push me to help my confidence to grow. And then something that completely changed my life was just realizing that, and I've shared this on other videos before, but that God doesn't call the qualified, He qualifies the called. And so when I really sat down and thought about that, I know for me that God put it works in my life. It is a divine purpose type of thing. I was meant to do this. I was meant to share this opportunity with other people, and I believe I was meant to share it so I could help people change their lives. And with doing that, it has changed my life as well. But that is why I was put on earth, was to show people that they can take control of their life. They can make an amazing income, and they can bless other people with that income, and they can bless other people with showing them this opportunity. And I think I just realized that my fear was holding me back, and God gave this to me so I could do something with it. And if I wasn't out there sharing this with other people, I was basically saying, God, I don't trust you. And so for me, I just decided to take that one step in the direction of my dreams, as much as it scared the crap out of me, and just trust that God was going to give me everything that I needed to grow and to move and bring the right people into my life. And I will tell you, that has worked for me. That is why I'm successful, because I just started trusting that God gave me this. And if I wasn't out there sharing it, I wasn't sharing the gift that God gave me, and I wasn't going with the purpose that God gave me. So if you're in this business, I believe you're here because God put you here. And that's what I believe. And so I just encourage you, God gave you this gift and it's your opportunity to do something with it. And it's scary and it's not always easy. And I'm going to tell you what, you're going to fail and you're going to struggle and things aren't going to go the way that you wanted them to go. But you know what? Those lessons are so necessary in your journey to success. They have to happen. You have to fail so you can grow. You have to fail so you can learn. You have to struggle so you can inspire somebody on your team down the road with your story. In my first 30 days, like I said, I was terrified. Nobody came to my launch party. My mom, my dad, and my one of my neighbors were there. That was it. I didn't get my 4 loyal customers in my first 30 days. Wow, I've seen that take, I don't know how many people out of the business. If that would have taken me out of the business, oh my gosh, that scares the crap out of me to even think about. But I struggled so much. Like I said, none of my friends wanted to buy anything. It was a struggle. But I decided to fall in love with this opportunity. I plugged in. I learned everything I could about It Works. Plug in, get to meetings, get to conference calls. I see people that say that they want it, but then they're not even willing to drive half an hour to a meeting, to an hour and a half meeting to help them grow their business, to help them change their lives. They're just letting those excuses rule them. When I started, our meetings were in Plymouth, Minnesota, and I'm in Minnesota for anybody who's not on the video that doesn't know where we're coming from. It was an hour and a half, and I went every single month, and I looked forward to it. I learned from Darlene Roth. She was one of our uplines, and I learned from her, and I was so excited to get to go there. And it was me and Lori, and we would get in the car and we would drive, and that was our time too to connect and kind of brainstorm afterwards and take the ideas and how are we going to make them our own and different things like that. So invest in yourself, plug in, listen to conference calls. If you want to be wise, follow the wise, follow the people who are doing it. Those are the people you need to plug into and learn from. And then again, just remember, when you have a failure, and I'm going to end with this because I know it's getting long, when you have a failure or a struggle, grow from that. I think about people on my team. I think about Double Diamond Christina Treat, who went diamond and then kind of fell off a little bit, and her entire downline went away. So she came back in to the business, and rebuilt to now Double Diamond. Diamond lost it all and rebuilt. I love that girl. Christina, if you're watching, I love you because I'm just so proud of everything you've done, because there are so many people that aren't willing to do that or think they can't do it if that's happened to them. I think about Brandy Newhirth. She came in to the business not knowing what she was doing, down so far that she kind of got lost in the team, and all of her upline quit, and she did not sign one distributor for 18 months of her business. She's a Double Diamond now. She's gonna go triple presidential this year. Who knows, she might go ambassador. She probably will. Christina, you too. But I think about her. How many people, they go 3 months and they can't sign a distributor, or they go 6 months or a year and they don't sign a distributor, and they just decide, well, this isn't for me, I can't build a team. When really there's so many other ways that we can make money besides just building a team. And just focus on that. And then, you know what Brandy did? She got to a corporate event, and right after that first corporate event, she went Ruby, and then she went to conference. And you know what she did after conference? She went to Double Diamond, and she got her husband to Diamond. So she changed their family's lives. But how many people would let that take them out of the business? I think of just other people that I won't name that have dealt with drama in their team. And they could have let that defeat them, but instead they took it, they learned from the situation, and they decided to turn that into fuel and to let that help them to become a stronger leader. And they decided that it was a valuable lesson in their business. So whatever your struggle is, whatever you're dealing with, look at it as a lesson. How can I take this? How can I grow from this? And how can I do things differently in the future? so that this doesn't happen again. And that's what you need to do, and that's what successful people do. They take their struggles, their failures, and they learn from them, and they embrace them, because you need to learn that in your journey to success. People who don't succeed, they take those struggles and those failures, and they decide, well, this just isn't for me, I guess, and they quit. They quit on themselves, and they quit on their dreams. So, you know, like I said, I know this video got really long. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm committed to making a ton of videos this year. That's going to be kind of my thing for our team that's out of, local to us in Minnesota. And just for anybody else that may be watching this that maybe just needed to hear this today, I hope that helped you. I hope it gave you some ideas of different ways you can grow. And, I've said this on videos before, but I love the quote, all you need is 20 seconds of insane courage, and I promise something great will come of it. So just take, you know, that 20 seconds, suck it up, put your big girl panties on or big boy panties on, and suck it up and just do it. And it, you know, something amazing is going to come of it, I promise. So thank you guys. I'm so looking forward to seeing so many of you at conference this next week, and I hope you just have a great rest of the day. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.